One of the most common question I got, how to get started. Speak Dutch, I speak Italian, I speak German. Can I still do this? The thing you absolutely need to do. What companies do I work for? It's a rainy day in Bali. Yesterday I did a Q&A in my stories, and now I am going to answer all of your questions to get you started as an online teacher. And I'm gonna do this while doing my makeup. How to get started. So this is a tricky question because I have a bachelor as a teacher, and I was a teacher for a couple of years back in Canada. So I have a lot of experience as a teacher, and I think that helped me to get a job. But most companies don't require for you to have a bachelor. The thing you absolutely need to do is called the TEFL certificate. So this is specific if you want to teach English, either you're a native speaker or not. There is this company called the TEFL Academy. That's the company with who I did my certificate. It took me about 2 weeks to do everything, but you have to consider that I have a bachelor as a teacher, so most of the thing I knew it already, so I just went through it really fast. But maybe consider taking a month to do this course online. It's about 9 models, and it's kind of good if you're not a native speaker, because for me, it kind of reminded me some English grammar rules that are important to know. This is a website called TEFL Academy. So they always have this major sale going on. There's always going to be a deadline, but trust me, there's always going to be a news sale coming up really soon. You have all the information here. I did the online level 3 TEFL certificate, but the one I would recommend if you don't have a bachelor is either this one, the online level 5. Or if you're planning to teach abroad, I would do the green one. If you go up again on their website, there is a section called the Teach English Online. You will have an overview of the jobs you can get once you have your TEFL certificate. One of the most common questions I got was, hey, I speak Dutch, I speak Italian, I speak German. Can I still do this? Well, the answer is yes. My first language is French, and I am still teaching English to younger kids. And there are 2 ways to do this. So as a native French speaker, for me, I teach English to younger kids, but I also teach French. So at the beginning of my journey, I was working for 3 different companies. And I would say maybe 75% of it, I was teaching English, and 25% I was teaching French. So of course, to teach French, I'm a native French speaker. That was easy. To teach English, I had to just do a quick video to show my level of English. But if you feel comfortable speaking English and you consider yourself fluent in English, even though if you have an accent, a lot of companies are still going to accept you because most of the time you're going to teach to younger kids that know English. So your level of English is way better than them, and you can still do the lesson. Now, the next question I get asked a lot is, what companies do I work for? So I used to work for 3 different companies. Now I'm down to 2. The first one is called Amazing Talker. This is the website Amazing Talker. So this is my dashboard when I arrive. As you can see, I'm almost done working with them. I just have 2 classes left. 15 minutes before the class is ready, I have a little button I can click on. A Zoom meeting is going to open. And once I'm done with the class, I can click here that it's complete. And then I can write a little summary of what I've done and a little reminder of what we're going to look at next class. Here on the right corner is my conversations with different students. And here are all of my notifications. So when AI is matching you with a new student, you will get a notification. Amazing Talker was a good way to start. It's actually AI matching with potential student, and you have to be really quick to accept. So you'll get a notification on your phone, you get accept, and then they're going to match you. It can be adults, children, you have a little bit of everything. The thing with Amazing Talker, this was the first one, and I stopped looking for them because they take a big percentage of your salary. So I think I was charging $20 an hour, but at the end I was paid like 12 hours an hour, which is completely insane to take that much money. It's almost half of it. So what I did is I started on Amazing Talker. And my favorite student, I just settled down with them, took their WhatsApp, and now I'm giving them private lessons and I'm just managing the transactions with them outside of a music talker. So I'm done with this company, but it's a good company to start building your portfolio, to start building your experience and find potential students. The second company I work for, this one is the one I teach French to English kids. This one is called Passport to Learning. It's a French Canadian company and I work maybe 5 hours with them. And I love the company. They just don't give enough hours. And also, most of the time, because I'm in Bali and my students are in Canada or in the US, my classes are like super early in the morning or super late in the night. So that sometimes is kind of annoying. But my boss is amazing and the salary is 25 Canadian dollars per hour. But usually it's 2 classes of 25 minutes that I'm going to do in 1 hour. Passport to Learning is working with a website called Outful Here. I have all of my classes. The only thing I need to do in advance is that I will post here the worksheet of the week, and usually I have a little YouTube video. The company has prepared everything for me. I have access to all of the presentations, YouTube videos, and worksheets. I just need to upload them to each classes. And the last company is the one I work the most for. So I got this job because my friend Sawa is working to them. So all of those students are Chinese. And I would say they are between 3 to 12 years old. And I teach them English. This company is so easy. You literally just logging log out. I would recommend working for this company if you are based in Southeast Asia because your students are in China. If you want to have more hours, it's better to just be in the same time zone. This company is really convenient. You can truly choose whatever you want in your schedule. The only thing with this company that is so annoying is that if you have a last minute emergency or need to change your schedule less than a week in advance, they are going to charge you. So if I remember correctly, if it's 1 hour or less before the class, they will charge you $15. If it's 12 hours or less, it's $7. And then if it's between 12 hours and 1 week or less, it's going to be $3 per essay. So that has been in the past year a little bit annoying because, for example, Bali sometimes has like power outrage, and like when there's a power outrage, it's kind of out of your control, but then they're still gonna charge you. I still work for them because they give me so many hours, kind of unlimited hours. If I wanted to work 40 hours a week, I think I could. Because if you're doing a great job, they're just gonna keep promoting your classes and literally have nothing to do. The only thing you have to do is to open slots and everything is done for you. And this one, you start at $8 per lesson of 20 minutes. So $8 USD. As a Canadian, it's a really good advantage because for me, it's almost like 12 Canadian dollars per 25 minutes. So here, if I go on schedule, I have my schedule. So all the blue little rectangles are open slots and orange are the classes I'm going to teach. Platform. So whenever it's time to teach, I click here and again 15 minutes before I will be able to enter. But now I'm just going to show you in the practice room to show you how it looks like. So this is an example of a lesson I can give, and it's a really interactive platform. So I can go through the slide with my student. There are characters talking. Here the student can click. There are little video. So here, for example, I can ask my student, oh, click on the cat. And so she clicks and then gonna get a reward. And then the last question I got asked, which I thought was a good question and I don't really have the answer yet, is about the taxes. So right now these are all registered companies and yes, I will need to pay taxes. When I get my money, I am not paying taxes yet. So I'm kind of considered as self-employed. So it's kind of a little company you have as an online remote teacher. And then you have to do your taxes and you have to tell your government. I mean, I'm Canadian, so it's probably different depending on the country. But in Canada, I know I'll have to like register this as a little me business and then just tell the government my whole salary of the year. And then I'll have to pay taxes out of this. So personally, right now, I just put like 10% of my salary every time in a special account. I don't know if that's enough. I don't know if I'll get screwed, and we'll see at the end of the year. I'm so deluding for this.